Today's video is really just an update for our regular subscribers, just to show you what we've been doing the last couple days on the bus, and everything's pretty much just on the RV side of things. So here's the inverter I'm getting ready to install. It's an older model, but it's a reman fresh out of the box, so it's been sitting on the shelf, so it should hopefully work. I got it from my buddy Jeffrey. It's supposed to be 1500 watts, inverter charger, pass through. We'll see how it goes here. It's gonna have a remote panel, and it's gonna go in a battery bay here. So we're gonna power the inverter off of this breaker here that's unused, and then we are going to feed kitchen and a bedroom breaker off of the inverter itself. So we're installing the inverter down here next to the batteries. I have 1500 amp hours of lead acid batteries on the house bank. 200 watts of solar. Really, most of this is just used for my refrigerator, and then some, TV, cell phone chargers, that kind of stuff. Laptop computer chargers, things like that. So I don't pull a lot of power. This is 1500 watts. They have a remote panel run up top to control it. It's going to have two breakers going out, so it'll go kitchen, bedroom. We're getting our battery cables made up here, and it's raining outside again. Of course, this happens every time I go to work on the bus. So I'm getting ready to, this is going to be my ground. I already had pre-made one that was red, but you have to see my ground. And then I got a 2-foot 4-aught that's going over to the battery bank. So it's hooked up, and it's actually working right now. I got to put the screws in that panel still, but it keeps shutting off, like 10 minutes or so. It was going into that search mode where it blinks fast, so I tried to turn the search mode off. There is a big discrepancy. Well, that's just 13 volts there, and my battery's actually 13.2, but I guess it rounds up because the next one's 13.5. So I'm going to leave it on here for a little bit, and I'll come check it every hour. But even when it's plugged into 110, it's passed through, it was shut off. And I just tried to plug it in at home, the bus, and it kept tripping the ground fault. I don't know why. It would run fine off the generator, and then I went to a non-GFCI outlet. That's what it's on now. Oops, sorry. So anyways, that can't be safe. Something's not right. I got the manual downloaded. I'm going to go read the manual. See what it says to do. Sure not quiet. Got a loud hum. I'm not sure if this will turn out in the video or not, but can you hear the buzz of that inverter? That's from outside the bus. My wife said there's no way we're keeping that. If we're at a campground or something, she wouldn't want to bother people with that noise. So today's project is I'm going to make a bike rack for the front of the bus, and we went out to Greg's place. Greg has the monster truck here that you see. We got a couple of them, and he helped us out and gave us some products and stuff too. So check this out from today. This is that 4-door Bronco that they made for the SEMA show a few years ago. I know Tyler, Bus Grease Monkey Jr., and my brother-in-law Jeff both helped work on that, and Jeff went to SEMA for the whole show. Lots of bars products.
this side.
So we're going to use the Hy-per diesel supercoolant, and it stops cavitation.
Yep, that's the biggest thing of it. It will stop the cavitation in the cooling system.
And does it say how much goes in for how big?
Yeah,
one
in
bottle?
the directions it'll explain
Okay.
what to use for the amount of coolant that you carry in the radiator and the engine. Is that 1940s technology there?
It is.
Yeah, it'll mix with any type of coolant.
So we're going to put the Hy-per Lube oil supplement in the brand new engine too. This is the Detroit Diesel 671 that we just rebuilt. It increases the film strength of the oil, so it's better for dry starts. It lowers the temperature, I assume just by reducing the friction. Prevents the thermal breakdown, reduces friction, and quiets the noise.
I don't know if you could quiet the noise of a Detroit.
I don't think so.
It might make it smoother. It will make it smoother running. But it's not just a one-time deal. We find that it's preventative maintenance. And every time you do an oil change, you put a bottle of Hy-per Lube in there, and it will keep every metal product in that motor coated with Hy-per Lube oil supplement. So that's the reason you'll never have another dry start.
Can we buy this on Amazon, or where's it available at?
O'Reilly's in Canada, Canadian Tire. I believe Walmart has it. So there's a lot of retailers, automotive and Walmart hardwares that carry all the Barsley, Rislone, and Hy-per Lube brands. Well, we use it in rear ends. We just did a rear end change on a 650, and we filled it up with no gear oil, all Hy-per Lube. All our hubs on our semis and trailers all have Hy-per Lube and Rislone products in them. It's not just it's an oil supplement as you would think for motor oil. Like I said, we use it in rear ends, gearboxes, anything to get that added protection where the Hy-per Lube will stay clung to those internal parts, so that even with a gearbox, an older style gearbox, if you put that in there, you take off down the road, it's basically gear on gear, no oil until it gets that stuff slung up there. But once you put Hy-per Lube in there, it stays clung to all those gears, and you don't have to worry about that on a manual transmission in an older truck.
Yeah, which I have a manual 4-speed spicer on here. Probably wouldn't hurt to think about adding that to there as well. So we're going to put the diesel treatment in here. Anything you want to say about it?
It's good stuff.
Good for cleaning the injectors, and
Biggest thing,
a little bit of cetane boost, it says.
Yeah, with all our companies, whether it be Bars, Rislone, or Hy-per Lube, it's all about lubrication. And the biggest thing with injectors with low sulfur fuel now, you've got to have lubrication to keep those injectors lubed up, so that you're running a optimum power and capabilities of the motor.
It's got brand new injectors in here.
That'll keep them protected.
It's my security system. Somebody's gonna stick a hose in there and suck on it when it says black tank dump.
Yeah.
So when I do my next oil change here after the break-in, I'm gonna add the zinc to it. And they also have this product here. It helps prevent camshaft wear, piston scuffing, increases your engine life. So nothing wrong with putting it in as far as the engine goes for anything to make it last longer, since we got the new fresh rebuild on here. Got the loader. It's got a Detroit. Little baby one. It's a 453. Well, I have a trailer hitch mounted now for the front, for the bicycle rack, so we can hang bikes on the front of the bus now when we travel. We're gonna need some bikes when we're out at Burning Man and stuff too, so we'll have some bikes on the front. If I put them on the back, they'll get too oily. And I put a trailer hitch in, a receiver in that stuck out about 3 feet, and I bounced on it myself. It wasn't moving. It ain't going nowhere. It'll be good. So that was today's project with that. Hey, Clyde. Clyde.
Just a minute, I'm filling it.
Just wanted to take a second and thank our subscribers. We just hit 7 million views yesterday. That was a big milestone for us. Getting ready to head on the trip to Michigan. Got 2 more days here before we leave. Got a lot done on the bus. I'm going to do a tour, I think tomorrow for you. So I'll have a video of the tour of the inside of the bus tomorrow. When I go to Michigan, I'm going to be working on a Silversides bus, which is the same bus as mine. And then I have a Scenic Cruiser, which is the 2-story Greyhound from the 50s. And then an Eagle bus. And then Dan has a Flexible we're going to work on. And then he also has a 4104. And then he also has a generator that is powered by a Detroit Diesel 671. So I'm hoping maybe he'll let us play with that a little bit too. That would be a lot of fun. So anyways, getting everything going. A couple things, we're getting rid of that power inverter. It just didn't work out for us. We're going to keep using the old one that we have for now until I can afford to get a new one. And then that trailer, the bike rack in the front, I got to make like a 4-inch extension to get it out away from the bumper just a little bit. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have that done as well. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video.